What if that one feng shui trick that made you money for the last 20 years is now the very thing that's making your business leak cash drop by drop? Think about it. Are you still playing by the old rules from period 8 when we are now in a completely new game called period 9? It's like showing up to a soccer match with a basketball, wondering why you can't score. Is your office space actually set up to help you be seen and to grow? Or is it accidentally telling the world to ignore you? Stick with me for a minute because we're going to uncover the biggest feng shui mistake people are still making. More importantly, we'll figure out why it's a mistake so you don't go fixing things blindly and making them worse. And if this conversation clears things up for you, do me a favor, click that like button, subscribe, and maybe share this with a friend who feels like their business is stuck in the mud. First, let's get our facts straight. Yes, period 9 started on February 4th, 2024. And yes, its nickname is the period of fire. So salat. But this is where people get it twisted. They hear fire period and immediately think water is the enemy. That's like hearing the doctor say, eat more vegetables, and deciding to swear off all fruit forever. It's a complete misunderstanding. Feng Shui isn't a simple game of rock, paper, scissors where fire always burns water. It's about timing, it's about location, and it's about your building's own unique personality, its own secret recipe. Sob salat. Back in period 8, everyone was obsessed with activating the number 8 star. It was the celebrity wealth star of the time. So you saw water features and so-called wealth corners pop up everywhere based on generic advice. For some, it worked. But here's the problem. That was yesterday's logic. The party is over. We are not in period 8 anymore. In period 9, the star of the show is the number 9 star, a fire star. So the biggest mistake people are making right now is this. They are still trying to use an old expired treasure map from period 8, hoping to find today's treasure. The landmarks have moved. The X no longer marks the spot. Then the water feature itself is not the problem. The problem is putting it somewhere based on outdated assumptions from 20 years ago. Depending on your building's own birth chart, that same water feature could be activating amazing wealth, activating terrible problems, or doing absolutely nothing at all. And most people are just rolling the dice, hoping for the best. So, what's the real move? First, forget the idea that there's a magical corner for money, like north is always the wealth corner. That's not how this works. If it were that easy, everyone with an office facing north would be a millionaire by now. Just look around you. That's clearly not happening. The real way, the smart way, is this. You need your building's blueprint, its own birth chart. You have to find out where the timely, powerful stars, especially the new boss, star 9, are hanging out in your specific property. That's where you focus your efforts. But here's a simple place to start without needing a degree in metaphysics. Instead of rushing to move your aquarium, start thinking like period 9. Period 9 is a performer. It loves an audience. It rewards whatever gets attention. So, where can you bring more light into your space? Where can you create more activity, more buzz, more human energy? Water features can still be your friend, but you have to be smart about it. You place them in a spot where they can support the existing energies, not start a war with them. Otherwise, you're not activating wealth. You're just confidently rearranging furniture in the dark. If this way of thinking is helping you see feng shui with more clarity instead of just following rules you don't understand, then make sure you subscribe. We're going to dig a lot deeper into how you can actually make period 9 work for you. Period 9 is not about doing what worked before. It's about understanding the new game. The biggest mistake isn't having your fountain in the wrong direction. The biggest mistake is having outdated thinking. If you're still using a period 8 playbook, you're not just leaving money on the table. You might be accidentally setting up the board for failure. So before you move another thing, or hang another crystal, or fix another corner, get the blueprint first. Understand your chart. Then you can act